So, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're donating to your favorite charity, but then you feel like, okay, maybe I'm a bit scared, right? Like maybe this isn't the actual website. There's some non-transparency in that entire process, right? What if you open a wrong link? What if your money goes to waste? So, what if the money that you're putting does not go to the right use? So, to solve all these problems, we have come up with this innovative concept called charity chain. So, it's revolutionizing transparent social entrepreneurship. So this number, I know it's huge, even we can't read it. That's the number of dollars that go to waste every 5 years due to charity fraud. So charity fraud takes many forms. So it's phishing, you can have wrong links, right? False charity scams, customer chargebacks, falsified promise donations, right? All these practices erode the trust, the basic trust that is built into any charitable service. So our company Charity Chain is revolutionizing the charitable giving through the power of blockchain technology. Our cross-coin platform built on Dojima allows users to donate to vetted charities using any token or cryptocurrency, providing a transparent and secure way to ensure that the money is reaching the right hands. So first is the problem, combating charity fraud, a pervasive and costly problem. So we'll first describe the problem. So as we said before, over $300 billion is lost to charity fraud in the last 5 years. Forms of fraud include phishing, etc. Practices harm the legitimacy of such transactions, and current systems lack transparency and security, making it difficult for donors to ensure the money reaches the right place. So we identify the stakeholders in this particular problem. So the stakeholders are the following, right? Obviously, it's going to be the donors who want to make secure and transparent donations to charities. It's going to be the charities who want to receive funding and want to make sure that the funding is received in the most apt and secure way. Blockchain technology providers who we are making our entire app on, and regulators who oversee this charitable exchange. So then we came up with a solution which is revolutionizing charitable giving with blockchain technology. So we leverage blockchain technology to provide transparency and end-to-end tracking and accountability for donations. So our social entrepreneurial approach revolutionizes charitable giving by reducing fraud and middleman costs. So if you know that a lot of these websites, like take GoFundMe, take a lot of these currently widely used global websites, right? They take a 5 to 10% cut, right? For each and every thing that you fund over there, they take 5% of the total charity taken. So then what was the entire point, right? You have lost so much of the money for no reason, right? So we've cut out middleman costs, we have totally reduced the fraud index over here, we've totally allowed the user to see their money from one end to the other end, right? So you can see that it's going from his wallet or his address to the vetted charity's address. So what we did was, we did a competitive advantage analysis. So this is them versus us. I think we just read this right. Obviously, they have lack of transparency, accountability, vulnerability, there's no one, also chargebacks, right? This is another thing I want to talk about. So, a lot of times what happens is that people go and they, to get their tax deductibles, they go and they go on the website, they promise some sort of charitable donation, so that comes out as an expense in their account, and after that what happens is that they deduct their tax and then they charge back on that donation, so they don't actually go through the donation. But we know that in blockchain technologies, you don't have a concept of chargeback. Once you've given the money, you've given the money, right? So that totally kills that entire problem. And obviously, fear of being defrauded is solved, and high cost is solved in middleman, because again, blockchain technology completely cuts off the reason for having a middleman.
Also, I would like to add, for example, when you're doing international transactions, so for example, foreign exchange comes into play. If you're doing a foreign charity or a foreign charity is trying to donate here, there's a constant issue of forex exchange.
Forex costs.
So the money goes down there as well.
Right.
But that's not blockchain technology. So there is no concept of forex exchange.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not cross currency either, right? So then we did a SWOT analysis. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to skip through this because it's becoming a bit long, but you can read through the slide whenever. So then we came up with a product, right? So we had 3 design goals in our mind. A, it should be minimalistic, so the user should not have to think of, okay, there are 10 things to click on, 10 buttons to click on. It should be just as simple as possible. It should be apt. It should just have enough content to tell the user what it's about and what the charity is about, and then they can do their own research about it. It should just be a lightweight, extremely fast, extremely lightweight transaction system. So then we created this interface, very simple interface, where you can see, it's like, if you've seen Tinder's interface, right? It's inspired from there, where you just have like this content card over here, and this little description of the charity below it and the picture of the charity. That's a logo, and obviously there'll be a sign-in page where the user can sign in and authenticate that this is their address, etc. and after that you click on the foundation that you want to donate to, and this pops up over here. So you have like different things that you can donate in based on what charity you have, what crypto you have, and then you can just click donate, and you can also see the last few donations that have gone through just before your own donation. So you can see it's very transparent, right? And you can also see the okay, it's a bit blurry, but you can also see the address of the charity that we have vetted, right? So because you can see the address, you can clearly see that it's going to that charity and nowhere else, right? So you can see that as well. So then we obviously also have this thing where you can swipe and go through the charities. So this is another view that you can see. You have multiple charities on the same app. Then we also get a website, so you can do it through the website as well. So you have this very simple interface where you have the charities and light to it, really minimalistic. Donate now, what to do that, about us, contact, standard stuff, right? So how our DR works. Now that is like, it's pretty simple. I think we've explained it multiple times now. Well, we have an address, we have vetted the charity has an address. Our MVP is both our Android app and the website have minimal viable products right now. The D app will also provide real-time tracking of the donation progress to make sure that it's totally transparent. The user can see when his money goes out, where it goes out to, and what is the current progress on that particular transaction that's going on, right? And it will also allow the user to discover new charities, right? Because obviously you may have a very limited domain knowledge, but you want to expand that. You want to see, okay, maybe there's some new charity that is interesting to you, so you want to donate to that charity. So it allows them to see that as well. So then we did a bit of market analysis. We figured out that US would be our target audience over here because they have the most charitable giving in the world. CAGR is 10%. The prediction is at 1.3 trillion. We have provided links for this at the end, so you can see that. But 1.3 trillion dollars by 2026. Already there have been $1 billion of charity done in crypto donations. So this is like an expanding, growing market right now. The target audience is millennials, high net worth individuals, and medium-sized charities. Right, so you can see the distribution over here. Again, we provided links. You can ask us any, so we'll give you the analysis over here. So then we did a competitive analysis again. So this is GoFundMe. Give and Gain is another very famous organization. Same thing in a Web 2 interface, not a Web 3 interface. So you can see Web 3, we have Web 3. They don't end-to-end transparency. They don't have end-to-end transparency. The customer doesn't know where that money is going. Then middleman costs are huge, 5-10%. We have barely a 1% middleman cost. Forex cost does not exist with us. We have very minimal transaction costs because of Dojima, right? That's the entire cross chain functionality they're providing, but their forex cost is huge because of the fact that like they are doing foreign exchange global. Anyone can do it from anywhere, so that's obviously a cost. Our revenue model is simple. Commission is obviously that just the 1% commission, so we are at least above the water. User donations, like you have seen Khan Academy, Wikipedia, who are already doing really good stuff. They're getting their entire site funded by all user donations. And then CSR, so CSR is corporate social responsibility for the company. So all companies have a global responsibility to provide money to companies that are doing such social causes. So this would be another thing that we would tie up with these charities, we would tie up with the companies, and they would fund us with their CSR money. And then these are the case studies, I think mentioned.
So once you go through several case studies and charity fraud is so famous. And one thing common you find, the issue is that the money is funded, but where it actually goes, nobody is able to keep count. Like it's not even a matter of they know where the money went frauded, the money is simply unknown. So once we have blockchain, that solves this issue. We know where the money is going, we know the address, we know the final address. And now our platform precisely provides the user to a common platform to address to charities, right? Because right now it's very separated. Like if a user wants to give charity to using cryptocurrencies, he doesn't have a platform yet. This is not done by many people.
So you can clearly see like the case studies also. They just talk about very famous cases where there have been charity fraud, and this is a very common issue, and it is a huge widespread issue. Right? And that's what this is just future of charity. This is how we see this going in the future, and how we see it increasing, and how our platform gets more and more traction because of this. So, I think March can take over here as well.
Also, I want to excite you about something that blockchain technology actually integrates so well with charity. So, when the current Web 2 system of online charity works is that it's a sacrifice basically. You give money, in return you get nothing. However, because of Web 3, now it allows us to give something back to the person giving a charity as well. I'll give an example. So, for example, somebody donates to a company which saves rhinos. Now, in return, he can get an NFT. Now, he possesses that NFT, and now suddenly that company is getting more and more donations. And eventually, another person comes and he also wants to donate. Now the value of that NFT increases over time. So once he sells that NFT, he's able to get profit. So
Well, it's not only
the concept
profit,
of charity changes.
It's obviously also like the fact that it's just now it's like a prestige point. Right? I have a rhino, so I donated to charity. Like, so that's
And also because artists and stuff, they are also trying to utilize Web3 technologies so that they can provide closed concerts and stuff. So when they donate to specific charities, they can in return get that, and that integrates very well with the future of Web3 space.
So I'll just take one more minute and just walk you through our MVP. Once you've logged in, I mean we don't have a. There's a mic here. Okay, so once you've logged in, so this is the app interface. This is the same thing that's over there. So suppose you want to donate to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. When you want to do that, you click on the card that's shown for that. So it gives you the list for the previous ledgers, from the ledger the previous transactions have already been done. And now you can go and click in whatever currency you want to, whatever tokens you want to donate in. Once you click that, that's the problem right here. Once you do that, you put in the amount that you want to put in, and then you click on donate. Now, since Dojima already solves the issue that how to like transfer from one wallet to another, even though they're on different currencies. So this is a really simple process. I mean, Polygon was doing right now in this LHI, they were teaching us how to do solidity and stuff. So that can be achieved over Dojima as well. So this part is done, and from the part of the client, it already goes there, and you have the money in your ledger. So the charity like you can change the charities as well. Again, like you can go and swipe. As he said, it's like a Tinder-based UI that's followed. So that's the MVP in the Android app.
Yeah, and Akshat, our tech head, will also show you the website now.
So the website is like pretty simple again. It's the same thing. Just like this is based on the Tailwind CSS framework. So you basically again the same thing happens. There are three. You only have three just dummy test cases. For example, you click on donate, and the same UI pops up, and the same script runs. The same Solidity script runs again.
So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.